Hi there, here we are, day 12. Gotta flip it back to that spot. I'm just gonna check the temperature, I'll bring you along for that, and then show you what the temperature got up to, and show you what it looks like before we flip. It's not looking too bad here. And that's an outside layer. Alright, let's see the temperature. Close to the middle as we can. About 150. Okay, here we are, day 14. This is starting to look like compost. Pretty happy about that. It's only getting up to about 130. Still feels warm in there though. But yeah, like there's still some wood chips. I think some of these are new wood chips that have made their way in from my pile. But yeah, it's looking like compost. So it's time to flip it. I'll do that. And once again, we're flipping from, we'll go around the outside, put all that stuff into the middle, and then take the middle, move it to the outside. Moisture stayed good in the pile so far. I haven't had to add moisture, which is good. Yeah, pretty excited. Okay. Okay, I got the pile flipped. It seemed a little dry to me, and I didn't think I'd been getting the heat that I wanted to out of it. So I added a little bit of coffee grinds, and I added a few liters of water to the pile, about 6 liters of water, and just some handful of coffee grinds, maybe 10, 15 maybe 10 handfuls of coffee grinds. This is at day 14, just while I was making this pile, just to see what will happen, or if it'll heat up a little more, or who knows. I'm pretty happy with it so far. To me, it seems like compost I've been making and sitting in my slow pile for 6 months. It seems to be about at that stage. So it's pretty cool, 14 days. Anyways, that's all I have for now. Okay, here we are, day 16. Doing a quick update. That's looking pretty good. The coffee grinds I added to it on day 14 when I was turning it don't seem to have increased the temperature any. It was hovering right around 120, 115 when I checked this morning in that hole there. And yeah, it just doesn't seem to be heating up again, which is probably a good sign, which means it might be pretty close to being finished. Being as it's day 16, that's good. So I'm going to give this a flip and tarp it off and leave it for 2 more days and see you on day 18. Okay, here we are, day 18. Now this is supposed to be done now, so I'm actually going to take this. I'm going to spread it in an empty garden bed I have, and we're going to start growing in it and see if it's growable compost in 18 days. Here it is without the tarp. Check the temperature today. It was at like 80. It's just not heating up anymore, which must be a sign that it's done. It still looks like there's quite a bit of like noticeable leaf material in there, but it's pretty small. Okay, here it is all spread out. This bed's just over 3 feet wide and about 30 feet long, and I would say I stretched it to fill it. It's maybe 1.5 inches or 2 inches deep. Yeah, we're gonna grow some stuff in there and see how it goes. Here we are. It's about a week since I've laid this compost down, and I moved it exactly on day 18. I've had no weed seeds germinate up in it, which is good. I've got some cabbage and broccoli growing at the end. Seems to be doing fine. I'm planting some parsnips in it. We'll see how they make out. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, it seems to be usable compost after 18 days. Now the big question, was it worth it? Now that it's finished, it was, to me, in my particular circumstance. I think I'm gonna go back to the end of my part 1 though. I don't think this is for everybody. It is a lot of work. And if you don't have the time, it's probably not worth the effort, right? If I start calculating the hours I have into making that, yeah, the material was free, but I mean, I have hours and hours into making that. And you could probably buy this compost for cheaper than if you were paying yourself, you know, even 10 bucks an hour or 5 bucks an hour. But I'm pretty happy to have it now. I'm happy to have it done. I'm happy to have this wonderful compost and to use up all of the material I've had lying around on the property. So to me, it was worth it. To the average backyard gardener, probably not. One thing to note too is I had time over the 18 days because I had to stay home for 14 days as part of a quarantine from COVID exposure. So it may not have been, I may not have been able to flip it every other day if I was working my full-time job for that 14 days that of the 18 that I had to stay home because of that. So I guess, yeah, if you have potential exposure to COVID and you have to stay home for 14 days, make yourself some compost. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos on hot compost, and see you for the next one. Bye for now.